We'll read stuff just assuming we know what the hell is going on, and
Right.
we don't question anything. And this
So,
is how they getting us. They're
so
casting a spell on us through words.
what does
Bondage.
finance really mean?
We're gonna get into it, but
Okay.
I'm just pointing out questions. How we supposed to stop and just analyze things, but we don't do this. This is how they're getting us. All
Right.
right. All
Right.
right. So you agree to pay the seller the amount finance plus prepaid finance charges, if any, and finance charge. What the hell? In U.S. funds. What the hell is U.S. funds? See, this is a trickery.
Mm-hmm.
They are very intentional and deliberate with the words they choose.
Mm-hmm.
We go from talking about cash and credit to U.S. funds. Why did the language change? We're casting a spell on the consumer. We
Mm-hmm.
have to do a little trickery because they come up in a public school setting. Their education is no higher than a fourth grade reading level, so their comprehension is limited. When we put words like this and we change it around, it changes the average consumer's understanding, and they will continue to move and push forward without questioning a thing. Because they will assume they told you a form and method they were required to be paid in, and you never questioned it. We never questioned it. We assume we know what the hell U.S. funds is, even though it's not defined nowhere on this document or in law. Why they just didn't say pay us in cash? Why they just didn't say pay us in credit? Why they just didn't say pay us on ACH, automatic, draft, post a money order, certified funds? They chose to use some bullshit. Excuse my French.
U.S.
But this
funds.
is what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, you thought you found one little thing. I'm showing you where you find discrepancies, inaccuracies. So
Yeah.
this term is not defined. So that's an inaccurate. We don't know what that means. We don't have full disclosure.
Yeah.
All right, but let's keep on reading. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you take back over.
All right. We will figure your finance charge on a daily basis at a base rate of 11.35% per year. The truth in lending disclosures below are part of this contract.
Okay, stop right there. Now, I want you to open up another tab. I want you to type in finance charge in Google browser. Just type in finance charge. Okay, so right there. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that one. Boom. All right, what does that say?
Finance charge defined. Except as otherwise provided in this section, the amount of the finance charge in connection with any consumer credit transaction shall be determined as the sum of all charges.
Stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
So a finance charge is the sum of all charges. Sum of all charges. Okay, that sounds pretty accurate. All right. Let's click on credit. What does credit mean? Before we get into let's just click on credit. What does credit mean? Credit means the right granted by a creditor to a debtor to defer payment of debt or to incur debt and to defer its payment. Could you could you sum that up in 3 words?
Should I sum it up in three
Yeah.
words?
Could you sum that definition up in 3 words? What credit means?
No.
What about 2 words?
No.
I can.
I
I'm gonna
know
give it a
you
shot.
can. I can't.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I would say credit is payment deferred. 2 words. Payment deferred. Isn't that what you got out this sentence?
Yeah. Right here, defer payment of debt.
And what they say at the second part, and defer its payment, right? So they said that twice. So
Yeah.
that's the understanding they're trying to get you that the payment is deferred.
Yeah.
So when we go for credit, payment is deferred. When we pay cash, pretty much that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got payment. That's why they tell you got 2 options. Either you paying with cash or you gonna defer the payment.
So I can choose. When you got
You
or,
can choose. That's why it's or.
yeah.
If you signed that contract, you made a choice to do what? Defer the payment. Hold on, we just getting started. Okay, now let's go on back. We just got to make sure we understand credit. See, they don't teach you in credit in school because they don't want you to know your power. They want you to assume stuff. So you assume credit means you have to pay. No, that doesn't. Payment is deferred. Why is it deferred? Where did credit come from? Well, since 1933, they had to give us a remedy because they took the method of payment, which is real money, which is gold and silver. They took the gold and exchanged it with credit. Look, since we took your money, you can't pay for shit. Credit is your new money. You just got to know how to do the accounting for the credit so it can get back to where it came from for discharge. Conduct gives rise to damages in an amount exceeding. This is why we talked about damages. Remember, they hit your credit score. Ooh, we had a picture to show, man, my credit score got hit. Maybe I wouldn't apply for something and I got denied. Oh, that hurt me to get denied. Okay. It's important that the rule does not. Where I lost myself. Damages in amount exceeding the amount the consumer is paid in. The consumer may what? What you may do? Sue. Until the top, sue to liquidate the unpaid balance owed to the creditor and to recover the amounts paid under the contract and or to defend the creditor action to collect the unpaid balance. The consumer may not assert against the creditor any rights he may have against the seller for additional consequential damages and the like. The same situation would exist where a seller's conduct would, as a matter of law, entitle a buyer to rescission and restitution. The consumer relying on the required notice. What? The consumer relying on the required notice. What? The consumer relying on the required notice could initiate proceedings to invalidate the credit contract and receive a return of the monies paid on the account. If a down payment were made under the credit contract, the consumer could recover the down payment as well as other payments. Recovery of the down payment would be possible under many installment contracts. It would not be possible in situations where a direct loan contract is used because the down payment would have not been made pursuant to the loan contract. I see you sat back on that paragraph.
Oh, yeah.
Where did I read that from? The FDIC. Aren't them the people that insure the banks? What? You see why I did 3 videos on this subject matter? Because I knew my people wasn't getting it. They say you do things in 3s. You let it go. I dropped 3 videos on this subject matter. So just this alone is remedy. Just this part right here. And look, it's the gift that keeps giving because this is the FDIC. We got the TILA violation. That's 2. Now you go to your state to get to number 3, which is what does your state say about FDIC? Go ahead. I'm gonna give you the script. Stop sharing.